Hello Naked Turner subscribers. Welcome to another episode of The Naked Turner. Today I'm going to be taking a departure from doing some turning, and I'm going to be working on my Toyota pickup truck because I need to get a smog check and I have a check engine light on. So what I did was I took my vehicle to my local mechanic, had him run the error code check on what the error was for the check engine light, and it came back with a P1135 error code, which means the air fuel mixture sensor is faulty. So I then went online, got some different prices, and was able to find one for about $75 cheaper than my local store, the same exact part number. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you how to remove that O2 sensor and then installing the new O2 sensor. Alright, so here you can see my check engine light is on, and in order to pass smog, you cannot have a check engine light on. You will have a visual failure immediately. So it's not even worth taking your vehicle in to get a smog check if you have your check engine light on. So when you do, like I said, take your vehicle to your local mechanic. Most mechanics and some other facilities will be nice enough to run a code check for you and for free. And then once you have that code, you can go home and punch that code in and find out exactly what error message that is. And there'll be descriptions on what it is, and some mechanics will even give you the printout from their scanner showing exactly what the items that might be the problem are. So anyway, my vehicle has about 163,000 miles on it, and Toyotas are notorious apparently for having O2 sensors that go out right around 120,000 miles or above that. So mine went out a while ago, and I just haven't gotten around to replacing it. But now that I need a smog, I'm replacing it. And I have a feeling that it's kind of like what they were talking about with Toyota, where this is built-in obsolescence. So after watching a few videos, I started looking around my engine and checking to see where my pre-catalytic converter or upstream O2 sensor is. And my upstream O2 sensor is right down there. It's in a fairly awkward place to get to, but it's not as bad as some other vehicles, and as bad as some other Toyotas for that matter. Luckily my Toyota Tundra has a 6-cylinder, so I don't have as many O2 sensors as the 8-cylinder has, and so I only have 2 on this vehicle. I have one that is pre-catalytic converter and one that is after the catalytic converter. So this is the one that's responsible for reading the air fuel mix. So that's the one I'm going to be replacing now. I did buy both of them just because I figured I might as well replace the other one, and my mechanic suggested that. So, and my mechanic is nice enough to give me some advice without having me pay him for doing the work. He's a real nice guy. Alright, so now I have my vehicle up on my jack and jack stands, and I have some protection down. I'm going to slide in up underneath here and try to start loosening these bolts, but first I'm going to spray a little penetrating oil on there, which I did yesterday as well. Alright, so here's the sensor, and I decided to not spray any more penetrating oil on it because they look like they're in pretty good shape, and I can see the penetrating oil that I put on yesterday is still there. So and I did that last night when I got home from work. So I'm going to try to break these now. Well, not break them, but loosen them and pull this off, and then apparently undoing the little sensor wire, which is up that way right over here, Undoing that sometimes can be a little bit of a bear because they don't leave you much room to get your fingers around, and I've got some pretty big hands, so it's going to be a little bit of a bear. Anyway, same as anything else, always remember to be safe. That's why I have my vehicle up on jack stands as well as a jack. And last thing I want to do is have my vehicle come down and crush me, which has happened to an extended family member of mine before, and it severely injured that person. So always be cautious. Okay, so let's see if this is a 14. No, it doesn't look like it's going to be a 14. Looks like this might be a 13. Yep, okay. So this is a 13 millimeter. Oh wait, sorry, 12 millimeter. 12 mil. And in reverse. Nice and easy. All right. Well, that one, for one, was pretty easy so far. Okay, well that's funny. So I don't know if you could see that, but it actually backed this out. I guess that's how it's designed to come out like that. But that is a little funny. So now, other side, see how that one comes out. Okay. Well, it started real easy. Great. And it feels like it's doing the same thing. The nut gets to a certain point, and then what it does is backs the stud out of the exhaust system. Instead of the nut coming off of the bolt, the stud actually feels like it breaks free. And we're almost out. Nope, this one the nut came off, so that's interesting. All right, and here we go. And there is the O2 sensor. Now, it looks perfectly fine to me, so I have a feeling it is the case of built-in obsolescence. All right, so now let me pull the gasket. I'm going to leave the gasket on there, actually, just in case. And okay, that looks like all I need to do now is try to get the electrical portion off. So let me move the camera and then I'll see if I can. Okay. This is the part that's hard because you got to try to get this little clip off of here without breaking it. Okay. Let's see if I could get my Leatherman in and release the second barb. Oh. Shit. Okay. There's a lot of sharp stuff right here. I don't know why they left everything so sharp. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now I got that clip portion off, and then hopefully that'll make it easier to remove this portion. Let's see if I can keep that in frame for you. Okay, so now there should be a little release clip here. Whoops, sorry. That's right here. Alright, so if you turn this thing so that you can look at the back side, you'll see this little thing here. You want to pinch that. See if I can get the camera in here so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so if you can get your hand up in here, then you push in on that and pull, they will come apart. It takes a little wiggling, but if you flip it upside down and pull, the two pieces will come apart. Alright, so there you have that portion. Now I just have to install the new one, and it'll be the same thing, only in reverse. Okay, so I just got this in the mail. Let's check it out. Oh, nice. Well, this one comes with the gasket or the seal, and let's check it for fitment. It looks to me like it's the identical unit. I got the OEM, so it's got a slightly longer harness wire, which is good, and it looks to me like everything else is identical. All this is identical. Excellent. And let's see, it has some directions here. Oxygen sensor removal installation. Are fragile and must be handled with care. Do not drop. Avoid exposing the sensor to RTV silicone-based products. Apply anti-seize compound to threads on the new oxygen sensor. Disregard for flange type sensor. Okay, so this is a flange type sensor. Okay. Let's see. That's it. That's all they say. So I'm going to go and install this, and I'll show you that process. Okay, now before you install the unit, the O2 sensor, you want to remove the negative from your battery terminal and wait about a minute before you install. That will hopefully clear your check engine light, and then once you go to turn it on, the sensor will be, well, first I'll reattach this obviously, then the sensor will read as a new sensor, and hopefully that'll clear any problem. Oh, there we go. So the first thing to do is put this unit back in here. So I'm going to try to put the gasket on first, and then I'll take and put the sensor on like that. Now, see if I can, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera. It's making it real hard. Okay, and now the stud started on this side. There we go. That started. now get the nut onto the other one. So I'll be getting the nut on that one there, then I'll tighten everything down, and then I'll hook up the electrical and we'll check the unit. In the interest of me not hurting myself or damaging my camera, I'm actually going to stop shooting now, but I'll show you. Basically all I'm going to do is tighten down these units, plug in the electrical connection, go reconnect my battery terminal, and then check to see if that's cleared the problem. Okay, so everything's reconnected. Now I'm going to get out from under here, reconnect my battery terminal, and we'll check to see if this has cleared the check engine problem. I may still have to take it back to my mechanic and have him clear the check engine light, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm reconnecting my negative terminal and tightening it back down. Okay, there we go. So now I'll go turn on the ignition and see if that's cleared the check engine. Okay. All right. As you can see, the check engine light is off. So I can go get my car smogged now. Wonderful. Thanks for watching another episode of The Naked Turner Automotive.